Let me check niggas' temperatures.
Jazz the ass.
You just never know. You get on people saying like, I have a bar though, because he kept saying Vicky.
I ain't want to bring up the Gilly. I ain't want to bring up ARAB.
Staple in this shit. That ass broke with devil. Turn it out. Let's look it up. Now let's just say it came out that his story.
Nigga, stop ball strong, nigga. I'm ball strong.
What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? You know what I'm saying? Happy New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's Eve. Hopefully, y'all have got y'all black eyed peas. Y'all got y'all greens. And y'all are ready to bring in a new year. Hopefully, the house is clean. I got literally one more load of laundry to do, and I'm done. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to my brother, my dog. You know what I'm saying? The best co-host in the world. Dead ass Ttop. You know what I'm saying? And it's the end of the year. It's the end of 2025. And I'm personally looking forward to 2026. 2025 has been a rough year. It's been a blessing to make it through, but it's been a rough year for me. But you know what I'm saying? My son is growing. He's 13 months now. My daughter is a basketball savant for her age level. I think that's what I'm gonna start doing too. I think I'm gonna start like highlighting, like recording some of my daughter's game and like doing like voiceovers and recaps of the games. But it's a lot to talk about in battle rap. And you see the different categories. We got a lot of things to talk about. Obviously, you know what I'm saying. Murder Mook being back outside and in the Twitter spaces and in conversation. So we got to talk about that because it looked like him and Ttop, him and Briz, you know what I'm saying? It's conversations that need to be had with Murder Mook for sure. And it looks like he's willing to entertain and he looked like he's looking for the smoke. So we're gonna get into that. I tried to do the Ttop versus Kyd Slade bar recap last night for Temperature Check Tuesday. Shout out to the ones who did pull up for that. But then the internet went out in the city for our carrier for like an hour, so that's why the live is kind of cut off and the camera came back and it was a mess. And then we gotta have some fun. You know what I'm saying? We got Eazy spinning on all his ops. Everybody that ever had something negative to say about him, he's spinning on everything. And it looked like it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, because some of y'all can't take a little ha he. But show good goddamn well was in them spaces and on Hip Hop Is Real telling you surviving Eazy stories a couple weeks ago. So we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into him and Froze, you know what I'm saying, the bidding that they did, you know what I'm saying, talking about K Walker talking about K Walker and the other Philly ops that, you know what I'm saying. And I use ops very loosely because we're talking about battle rap here. And then I gotta holler at Verb, man. Like, damn, Verb. Shit, bro. Like, you frustrating the hell out of me. And I think a lot of people in battle rap and a lot of your supporters, because at the end of the day, we only looking for you to do one thing that you do very well, but we'll get into all that. Make sure y'all hit the likes. Appreciate y'all pulling up. You know what I'm saying? Especially, what is it? New Year's Day, about 10 o'clock, you know what I'm saying, Central Standard Time. But again, like I said, let's waste no more time and get to it. Now, let's do it, because I want to start doing timestamps. So I'm trying to do better, trying to bring more professionalism to the show, more consistency back to the show in 2026. So one of the first things I'm gonna try to do is timestamp. So y'all bear with me so I can create my timestamp for this particular subject, and we're gonna go to the 4:30 mark, and we lit. So let's get into it, man. First of all, shout out Takeover Battle League, man. I saw Murder Mook posted on his Twitter yesterday that he got a package from Takeover Battle League, and it seems that Takeover Battle League is kind of following in the footsteps of one Hitman Holla. You know, Hitman Holla gave Swamp his first million view plaque, and I thought that was a super dope thing and super thoughtful for for the boss and Hitman Holla the dude for Swamp getting his first million view plaque from the PG that he did with Your Honor. So they went ahead and did the same thing with Murder Mook, and he went ahead and videotaped that and displayed that. And I thought that was a dope moment for Takeover Battle League, which honestly, yeah, stay in his good graces because we need Murder Mook back on stage. So if you got to send him a plaque, you got to send him a some edible arrangements every once in a while just to let him know y'all thinking of him. Do that. But what we have been seeing in the past couple of weeks is Murder Mook really has the itch. And he is really looking for the smoke. Now, we didn't obviously when you talk about Murder Mook, a name that's gonna be synonymous with it is gonna be Briz Rothstein. And everybody, I feel like this is like almost like a battle rap cycle. Like, you know how fashion works in cycles. Like every year, about once a year, we get the Briz, the Briz, I guess, support coming out again like Groundhog's Day and letting us know that they still want to see Briz come back to battle rap. My thing is this: why do we constantly and maybe his stance has changed, and if it has, great. If he truly wants to come back to battle rap, come back to battle rap. But if he don't want to come back to battle rap and he don't want to negotiate, it's 100K or nothing, and he can't get 100K. What the fuck is we continuing to talk to him about battling? If he only want 100K to do the Mook battle, don't nobody want to give him the 100K. Why are we wasting our time and our energy talking about the battle? Yes, I understand that Murder Mook wants it. Yes, Murder Mook has done everything he possibly could. He's apologized. He's giving this nigga credit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but eventually, like, what are we doing? Should it get off the pot? Like, you want the smoke or not? Like, this is what I don't understand about battle rappers. Like, and to Briz, I would say this in defense of Briz. Again, y'all are bringing the questions to him, and all he's doing is answering questions. All he's doing is having conversations about, you know what I'm saying? So I can't be mad at Briz for responding to what he's hearing in interviews. You see the Murder Mook back and forth with Ttop. Old Ttop, we gonna get to you, sir. We gotta talk. You see the background, so you know we gotta talk about that bar. Now, we got a bar recap between you and Kyd Slade. I'm gonna get to here in a couple of minutes. So I get it, and you know what I'm saying. I'm sure Ttop being a great friend for Briz, he like, man, all my dog ready. Like every time I hear him, the raps is that. Well, if the raps is that, how come you the only one to get to hear him? Can you record some of the raps and maybe play them a clip in the spaces or something? What can we do to ensure that in 2026? Briz is gonna be worth 100K, because we know Murder Mook is worth 200K. Hello, we know Murder Mook is worth 200K. We know the last time we see Murder Mook, he was getting a 1 million view battle done with him and Hitman Holla. And respectfully, the last time we seen Briz, we already know the situation. I'm just saying, I want to see Murder Mook outside, but I don't want to see Murder Mook, and I don't want to see Motion going to a battle that's not going to come into fruition. Like, we've talked about the Briz and Mook battle for like 5 years now. I don't know if a fight is going to keep me that interested. It has. That was the only thing we wanted to talk about. Let's be honest. That was the only thing y'all wanted to hear. Murder Mook, Briz, what was your take on the fight? Mook gonna say, you know what I'm saying? Mook gonna come. Obviously, Mook is gonna, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna craft that material very well. And I'm sure he already been penning, like, maybe not to the T, but like ideas and thoughts. And Briz, I hope you've been doing the same thing. The way you've been dragging Murder Mook for the past 5 years, I am sure you have a Murder Mook voodoo doll somewhere in your closet, and you are just picking pins and stabbing it relentlessly. I'm sure that has to be going on. What's up, Just Eric? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy in the chat. I appreciate you pulling up, G. Thumbs up the video, share out the stream. Happy New Year's. But again, like I said, Mook showed proof that Briz, you say you a 100K battler and you want a 100K for for a battle, a particular battle, and that's also this. Just because you get 100K one time does not make you a 100K battler. Sorry. Message. Just like if you a million, just like if you are a million, in order to be a million view battler, you got to average a million views. Don't tell me you got a million views one time or two times and you got 76 battles. No, because at the end of the day, a broken clock is right twice a day. At the end of it, a broken clock is right twice a day. So you getting $100,000 one time, you getting a million views one time does not make you a million view battler. It does not make you a $100,000 talent. It means that particular event, that particular situation was worth that value. That doesn't mean you yourself are. So we just got to be mindful. Briz, I would love to see you drop the price a little bit. You can't take 85. You can't take 75, 85. It got to be 100 or nothing. Because I got to think like there's only 2 leagues you talking to if you're really trying to get 100K, right? It's only 2 leagues you talking to. You talking to the URL and you talking to Takeover. And let's be for real. URL has not they're not doing a lot of high price battles. Takeover been handling that. But then again, is Takeover gonna want to pay Briz 100K for 90-second rounds? These are the things I think about when y'all niggas rap, man. But again, I want to go back to Murder Mook showing the proof that he himself is a 200K battler. Now, to me, when I first heard it, I'm like, God damn. But when you really think about it, though, it makes sense. 200K from Murder Mook makes sense. Because what do we always say? We say Hitman Holla's 100K, 150. So if we assuming that Hitman Holla's getting anywhere from 100 to 150K to battle, and maybe even 200 upwards is $250,000 per battle, we gotta think that he ain't alone in that conversation. In order to get to the Hitman Holla contract, you had to have a baseline. And that's essentially what Murder Mook is showing here. So what you see here, now let me also say this. We're not stupid, we're not dumb. AI, Chat GPT, Paraphrasely, these things, yes, you can definitely draw up contracts and author contracts and this and that. But let's be for real. It makes sense to me. And you see the way the contract is broken down. So you're talking about a $200,000 contract that soon as I sign my name, bam, I need 60. Soon as I sign my name, bam, I need 60. Upon signing of this agreement, artists will receive a payment of an additional $25,000. So I'm up 85 just for agreeing to do the battle and then signing to do the battle. I'm up 85 out of 200. And then once the day is set for the artist participation is agreed upon, the artist will receive a third payment. Now, I ain't said Jesus wept on stage yet, but what do I got in my pocket? 100 grand. 100 grand. That's impressive to me. I ain't gonna lie to you. And then obviously, the remaining $100,000 promptly will follow promptly following the later of completion of the services by artists in the company's sole discretion in completion of the event. So once I get done rapping, boom, I'm looking at my Cash App. I'm looking at my Wells Fargo. I'm looking at my PayPal. I need that wire that says 100K. Okay, yep, we good. We can leave. You know what I'm saying? I can do my 15 minutes of fame interviews. I can do my Hip Hop is Real interviews. I can do my Impact the podcast or Impact the Culture interviews. I can do those type of interviews once I know I got my bread. So and crazy enough, I know I'm spending a lot of time talking about Briz, but this was actually directed towards Ttop. But honestly, I feel like it's directed towards anybody in battle rap that even thinks they can play with Murder Mook's name when it comes to contracts and just big money deals and really just being a big dog in this respectfully. So that is it on this one. Okay, we're gonna go ahead, gonna remove that. Appreciate y'all pulling up again. Like I said, we're gonna do better in 2026, man. We gonna do better in 2026. So the next thing I want to get to, man, shout out to the URL. Shout out to the URL app. You know, we be cooking you for $7.99, but we didn't got robbed for way more, for way less in 2025. I ain't lying. So let's get into Outside 5 in the URL app just dropping at this point in time. I want to say like 6 days ago. Ttop versus Kyd Slade. Now this is what I want to say about that battle. I thought the battle overall, rated 1 through 10, I thought it was about a 7.5, 8 battle. I thought it was very solid. You got Kyd Slade, you know what I'm saying, one of the up and coming stars for URL, who honestly was already on his way to top tier status if he wouldn't have ran into that man named Tay-Rock. And in that Tay-Rock battle, although the angle was not executed, in my eyes, although the angle was not executed effectively, the influence and the power that Tay-Rock has in battle rapping, especially over the URL, kind of got Kyd Slade blackballed for a little bit. Everybody was they wasn't turning their whole shoulder, but they definitely was. It was a half shoulder. You know what I'm saying? They went from you know what I'm saying, you getting full out handshakes to what's up, fool? Like he getting head nods. Like it was trying times after that battle. And shout out to Piper Boy Williams, because honestly, Kyd Slade, I damn near want to say Kyd Slade owed Piper Boy his career, respectfully. Only from the standpoint, at that point in time, there was no other bloggers that was doing that type of background information and really trying to get the facts of a situation like that. It was so much going on. Niggas was really rolling. So shout out to Piper Boy for being, you know what I'm saying, one of the ones that stand on his own intuition and wanting to do his own research. But if you ask me, I think he saved Kyd Slade's career, respectfully. Now, obviously, going up against somebody with the same type of presentation style when it comes to battle rap and Ttop, you know we're gonna get the drug talk. We also know Ttop is on the Mount Rushmore of not only Southern battle rap, but he's also on the Mount Rushmore when it comes to angles, and that's why we've been clamoring for the Mook and Ttop battle for so long, because those are two of the Murder Mook is the best angler, and there is an argument that Ttop is number 2. There is an argument that Ttop is number 2 when it comes to angling. But back to this particular battle. So how I called the battle, we really gonna work backwards. Because the way the battle kind of worked out and the way the battle kind of ended for me, I feel like working backwards is the easiest way to explain this battle. So what you have in the third round, Kyd Slade, pretty much, before we get into the details, fire all 3. Ttop clearly lost the third. The third was nasty. We had 3 individual, like he was choking, stumbling, trying to run it back, apologizing during the third round. The third round was nasty from Ttop. But I will also say this. That is not something that we see from Ttop often. We do not know Ttop to be choking and stumbling in battles like that. So I'm not necessarily mad about it. Again, he's giving us, we've seen him do so much for the culture. You got the straight drop media, you know what I'm saying? You got his own battle rap league, you got the Haymaker going on. And then again, just a couple of years ago, we saw him really just get back in the good graces of the battle rap community, because speaking of cold shoulders, y'all was trying to give Ttop the cold shoulder. It was a couple of y'all that was trying to give Ttop the cold shoulder. But he was able to turn that around, like having the year he had when he battled Chef Trez on Politics as Usual, hopped on a flight, went to London, battled Gemini. I think that was the year he might have finished like 3rd in the standings for champion of the year, or that's where I particularly had him that year. But he's one of them ones, so not really holding the choke against him, but you got to acknowledge what really happened. Second round for me. Now, I said Kyd Slade was fire and phenomenal in all 3 rounds. Ttop, this is why, to me, you lost the second. Although you are a god angler, the snitch angle for Kyd Slade, for me, was too drawn out. The whole damn round was about him being a snitch. I get it's not a lot of faulty, you know what I'm saying, accusations on that man's name, but I would like to just see you just rap with him. Sometimes, if we don't got enough information, we ain't got to beat the dead horse on the shit that we already know ain't true, or the shit that we already know has already been dried up to an extent. Now, again, I would say this about Ttop, in defense of Ttop. We know he can take an angle, flip it, step on the work, come back. It's a whole new package. It's just this one, you put a little rabbit food in. You know what I'm saying? For me, the second round was it was long-winded. You know what I'm saying? You had moments in the second round, but compared to what Kyd Slade was doing in the second round, no, I gave Kyd Slade the second round, in my opinion. Now, first round to me was the most debatable round of the battle. Now I've seen certain recaps, and a lot of people got Kyd Slade 30 in. I didn't see people say that he 30 Ttop. I think if you are a Ttop fanatic, you say he got the first, then he got the second. I don't believe he got the second, in my opinion. But the reason I think you can go back and say that Ttop might have edged the first is he is one of the most charismatic people on stage. His performance, you know, like, no Diddy when I say this, but when you have a bigger individual who is lighter on their feet, they just look more athletic. You know what I'm saying? If you got, you know what it's like. If you got a big homie that can dance, he looks like a better dancer. If you got a big homie that's athletic, that can hoop, that can get up and down the court, oh, if he going coast to coast, you know what I'm saying? Everybody going crazy. He hit the step back three ball, everybody going crazy. You like, I just did the same thing. And don't let the big man be able to get off his feet and dunk. Oh, no. So it's almost like an indefensible offense that Ttop has when he get into that bag. And even I get to one of the lines where he's like, he makes a reference towards a bear having an itch. And you know, when a bear has an itch on their back, they scratch their back on the tree. And just the subtle movements in that, like, he be floating. My only thing about Kyd Slade in this, you got some performance in your. I'm seeing the performance being developed in your raps and in your on stage performances. I just got to see more. I think Kyd Slade is super dynamic. I think he's super original. His drug bars is different. And that's why you see the names like T-Rex looking at him. You getting the names like Ttop. You know what I'm saying? URL. Now that he's been able to evade that dark cloud of that Tay-Rock battle and the allegations that came out of that, it's really like he really been putting in pain for like the last 12, 18 months, to be honest with you. But I do got bars. So I said the most debatable round to me was the first round. So I'll let y'all know who I got after I give the bars from the first round, from not only Ttop but also Kyd Slade. So make sure y'all go ahead, hit that thumbs up button. This is the last live of 2025. It has been a hellacious year for your boy, but I'm excited about 2026. I'm focused. There is a plan. I'm motivated. I know what my goals are with this channel. I know what my goals are personally. I know what my goals are professionally outside of this channel. I'm finally getting some things in order. I'm actually going to be dropping a sports blog either today or tomorrow. So either today or tomorrow, I'll be dropping a sports blog with one of my homies. We're going to see how it goes. So when y'all see that, please click on that. Please run them numbers up. Again, we're going to see how I do with the sports thing as well. And we're going to be, I'm just trying to do more with the channel. But let's get to it. Round one, it's on Kyd Slade. He said, we ain't have no hunting accident. Smokey was outside preventing forest fires and ran into a poacher. Fire. But then I don't think y'all really heard what he said, like, immediately right after that. He said, I checked the standards like OSHA. Oh, my God. That was insane to me. He said 4 a.m. I was really outside with the fiends. Link first thing in the morning, like Jimmy Dean. Link sausages, like Jimmy Dean sausage. Come on. Fire. Found a baby and denied that beat is Billie Jean. I thought that was cool. They even tried to send a beat, a backdoor nigga, like Mr. Deeds. Thought that was fire. Need something that can fit in my bag, so I'm picking these. If you get mad, you said if you get mad, you slide. My ninja, please. You finna lose your cool and die like Mr. Freeze. Fire. I let a bald head magically erase your thoughts. I'm Mr. Clean. You know what I'm saying? We picking up on the cadences. We picking up. We got you. Nasty strap. High point to his chest like a Jazz jersey. Oh my God. He was floating in that first, bro. You gonna eat when you put sun down. It's Ramadan. He told his shooter, you gonna eat when you put sun down. It's Ramadan. Some sundown, Ramadan. That's a double entendre. He really rapping. He really rapping with y'all. I hit it once, but I pulled out 8 like Octagon. I thought his first round was electric. I am not going to hold you. I even like the way he ended it. He was like, man, hey, round, now go ahead and rap so they can hear some more of me, man. You know what I'm saying? Get what you got off your chest so they can hear some more of me, man. It's my time now. Fire round from Kyd Slade, but it's on Ttop. I told y'all this is the most debatable round in the battle to me, so let's get to it. He said you pushing, waiting, grabbing bricks. That ain't a real labor kid like Braxton Hicks. That's fire. I ain't gonna lie though, Ttop, a lot. Them kid flips wore down quickly. I will say that. Them kid flips wore down quickly in this battle. He said they called me the surge protector. I had all the plugs on one accord. That is so crazy. That is so crazy. They called me the surge protector. I had all the plugs on one accord. Fire. Then we go back. You already know we got to talk about that trapping ish. He said, I went and started a weed company. I guess it was natural to me. Soon as I got that itch, the bear went back to the tree. Oh my gosh. I told you. You know what I'm saying? He said, he talked about a journey to URL. He said, I got up with smacking the URL. I went back and started a weed company. I guess it was just natural to me. Soon as I got that itch, the bear went back to the tree. Oh, again, the performance. It's a big man with a crossover. You know what I'm saying? He said, I got my name from pitching crack. Ask me how I did it, smack. I drove to Pottsville and brought pigeons back. Oh, yeah. He was wilding. He said, you was on the block hustling. I can show you how to ship and pack. You just a beginner, scrap. You still using Reynolds rap. Come on, sir. Talk to him. He keep asking for a YouTube drop. Y'all should give him that. This could be Kyd's first meal. Like Similac? That was mean. I ain't gonna lie. He said catch him while he driving and lifting steel, gripping peel, left Kyd napping against the wheel. So again, if you got Ttop winning this round, especially if you want to say that he didn't get 30, I ain't mad at that. However, what I would say is, to me, there's a couple of dry spots in there because that was compared to Kyd Slade first round, Ttop first round was long as shit, no diddy. But like I said, I edged Kyd Slade in this battle. So to me, this is not a clear 30. This is the most gentleman 30 you've ever seen. That's what that is. It's the most gentleman 30 you have ever seen. But I like the conversation post-battle. I like the fact that Kyd Slade is out here talking this ish. He went on shout out to 3 Letterman. He went on 3 Letterman and recapped the battle and talked about another legend that is now calling him out. One in T-Rex. You know what I'm saying? The drug lord kingpin of battle rap. He ain't one of the ones you gotta go see when it's time to talk the drugs. It's the one you gotta go see. It ain't no other one. It stops and starts with him. Ttop up there now. You know what I'm saying? But it stops and starts with T-Rex. I ain't gonna lie. I like T-Rex and Kyd Slade better. Because again, T-Rex is one of them names. He's one of them gatekeepers. When you do talk about have that drug talking, when you do have that certain type of presentation, you gotta go see. You know what I'm saying? Where we go? Summer Madness 5, I do believe. You know what I'm saying? Ttop had to go to see Rex. Eazy had to go see Rex. We just seen Swamp had to go see Rex. Which shout out to Swamp, but I really didn't. Although I feel like his drug balls are very good, I never considered him like a drug ball. I never put Swamp in that lane. I don't even know if Swamp necessarily has a lane. I like just, you know what I'm saying, outside of the ability to just connect with the fans over, you know what I'm saying, just being a talented rapper. I don't think there's anything wrong with just being a talented ass battle rapper and being able to cover the bases and cover the board. But like I said, I like the conversation with Kyd Slade. Oh, he did say something that I thought was very true in the interview, and I thought it was very astute when recapping his battle, because speaking specifically about the second round. He said, if you see what Twerk did, y'all gotta realize all of y'all ain't Twerk. You're not gonna be able to talk about that angle like Twerk. You're not gonna be able to get those reactions consistently like Twerk. Y'all are comparing yourself to somebody you honestly ain't never gonna be. And when we talk about Twerk, y'all already know. Y'all throw flowers at this nigga's feet. Y'all ready to kiss his feet the moment he has a good battle. But at the end of the day, it is at this point in time in his career, it is more than about the projection and the assumption. It is about the actual facts of the situation. So yes, we know that he is the biggest what if superstar in all of battle rap, maybe in all of battle rap history. If New Jersey Twerk is on 100%, boy, you better watch out. We know that. So we hope that he get back to that level soon. But for Ttop, I like the fact that him and Murder Mook is going back and forth. I like the fact that Murder Mook is just trying to be outside in general, but I absolutely feel that Ttop overly deserves this battle. He's on the Mount Rushmore when it comes to Southern battle rap. He's on the Mount Rushmore when it comes to being one of the best anglers in battle rap history. He has given us some of the greatest moments in battle rap. He's given us some of the greatest battles in battle rap. Again, starting his own league, Haymaker, starting his own media, I don't want to say media company, but media team. You know what I'm saying? No, he absolutely deserves that opportunity. And again, like I want to see. I wish that Champion was around. I wish Champion of the Year was around for one more year, and we could get a year where Loaded Lux, Murder Mook, and T-Rex all agreed, hey, we going after that award this year, because I would be very interested to see what a Murder Mook battling 4 times would do for the culture of battle rap. So shout out to that. So we didn't knock the bar recap out. What are we doing next? Oh, it's time to have a little bit of fun. It's time to have a little bit of fun. Yes, it is. So we got that one taken care of. Now we going to Eazy versus the OPPS. Now y'all know everybody had a going into the Cassidy versus Eazy battle. You know what I'm saying? We saw the promotion. Everybody and their mama had a surviving Eazy story. Everybody had a story on Hip Hop Israel. Everybody had an interview. If they weren't doing interviews, they was in the spaces. If they weren't doing spaces, they was pulling up to media platforms, to battlers platforms, and talking. You know what I'm saying? Talking whether it was if he was from Pottsville, whether if he was a street nigga, whether if he really had a block. Everything under the sun came into question when it came to Eazy, the block captain, in that battle with Cassidy. Everybody had something to say. One thing I will never get mad at, if somebody tells me, hey, I'm going to spin back on you, and you actually do what you say you're going to do, I can never get mad at you. So with that being said, it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Eazy is lobbying, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Takeover Battle League. Shout out to the Women's Battle League. You know, he got a couple ops couple battle rap ops, couple ex-girlfriends, you know what I'm saying, that are gonna be in a tournament. What you think he doing? He not only telling the ops he got information, he's telling it publicly. He's screaming it from the mountaintop. He's screaming it like he a reborn again Christian. And he just got baptized in it. You know what I'm saying? In the waters. Like, my Lord. Like, he said, hey, Hope Trilly, you need some info? You need some bars? Hit me up. Eon, I don't really like you, but for this battle, you need some bars? You need some material? Hit me up. Oh, yeah, it's a dirty game. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. He willing to sabotage battles. He willing to slander campaigns. He's willing to do a 24/7 talking about, you know what I'm saying, Zan and Hurricane do leading up into their second round battles, which we would definitely be talking about that early next week. Might even be talking about that this weekend. Because that second round tournament is coming up. I want to say, yeah, next weekend. So we gotta get to it. We gotta get to it. You know what I'm saying? What's the word? Appreciate everybody in the chat. Just pulling up, man. Hit the likes. You know what I'm saying? I am doing timestamps. So I got my intro timestamp. We already talked about the Mook show and proof. I just did the bar recap. Now we on Eazy and the ops. And like I said, it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, but here's my thing with this. Here's my thing. What is good for the goose is good for the gander. What is good for the goose is good for the gander. How can it be that when y'all are Voltroning up, when all the Infinity Stones in Philly are Voltroning up, trying to take down Eazy the block captain, it's cool. When everybody dragging him into spaces, it's cool. When everybody dragging him on Hip Hop Is Real, it's cool. But the moment somebody sent him some information about somebody wearing the same pair of shoes multiple times, which we're going to get into that because Eazy, I don't think you got 276 shoes based off that conversation even talking about the Nike Ducks. So, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to defend the fact that you should be able to spin and like you and Rosenberg going bidding on your ops. I ain't got a problem with that. I'm here for the jokey jokes. But you saying you got 276 pairs of shoes, I don't believe. Not based off that conversation you had about them dunks. No, sir. But we're going to get into it. So shout out to everybody, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all pulling up. I hope y'all plans for this evening. Hope y'all stay safe. Hope y'all pull up. 2026 is about to be a movie. I promise you it is. Y'all hit the likes, man. Shout out DNA Tooth. You know what I'm saying? I am using your footage. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying? You ain't part of the flagging brigade. Hopefully, you ain't a part of the flagging brigade. But you know what I'm saying? Shout out for you, you know what I'm saying, for clipping this up for us and giving us something to talk about. So let's get it.
Oh, they the white laces though.
Where?
He switched to the white. Look.
I told you to switch to the fucking laces. You thought I was big. I swear to God, I'm a fucking genius. I said it.
They the white.
I ain't relacing.
Just realized like Rosenberg Raw just titled
DNA 2.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Well, $89.99.
Yeah, $89.99.
Or $90.
If you go to.
Do y'all realize that Rosenberg Raw retitled his name to Everyday Walker 9s? That is insane. So essentially what has happened is that K Walker bought himself a pair of black Nike Panda Dunks. Now, black and white Panda Dunks, you know what I'm saying? Classic shoe for a period of time. I think the Dunk is a classic shoe in itself, but I feel like their popularity, you know what I'm saying, it comes and goes. But them Pandas, we not about to play K Walker all the way. Because, yeah, did he wear the shit out them Pandas? Yes, he did. However, them Pandas a couple of years ago, them Pandas was more popular than Jordan's was. It was harder to get Pandas, black and white Panda Dunks, than it was to get some Jordans. And that's a fact. The resale game on them Pandas and on them Dunks was so crazy that the reason that their price dropped because they was as much as $130. They was original price for most dunks is 130. The reason they dropped down to 89 is because the world saturated the market for them. Everybody had them. Because it was a black and white shoe, it was a neutral colors, it could go with every outfit. K Walker proved that respectfully. However, we not about to act like them shoes was not hard to come by. And so yeah, it was a bit. They went crazy. Rosenberg, Raw, and Eazy went crazy. They went crazy on K Walker for wearing his shoes, and then they figured out not only was he re-wearing the shoes countless times, he started re-wearing something, being pictured in the same jeans, and it's up. It's up. I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? We can take a little jokey joke, but 276 pairs of shoes you do not have. I know that just based off the knowledge that you had when you were talking about the shoes. You should have known that. You should know that they was about $89 right now. That's easy money. That's easy money right now. They're in every damn store. Them bitches might be in Shoe Carnival right now. I wish I would pay $130 for some Panda Dunks in 2026. It ain't happening. 2025, it ain't happening. But in 2023, niggas was paying like $180 for them Dunks. In 2023, niggas was paying $180 for some Panda Dunks. That is a fact. So is he out of pocket for switching the laces? Is he out of pocket for you know what I'm saying, saying he owe us $200 and then showing us $100 and trying to flip the money over real quick and recounting and trying to get $200 when he really only got $100? Maybe so. But at a time, again, we do got to keep it real. Like them Dunks was like that. But like I said, man, Eazy and Froze was spinning on him. It was good commentary to me. You know what I'm saying? Very good jokes. However, that got Eazy to start thinking. Eazy started thinking. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I think that was at the 33 minute. That was like 33:30. Eazy started thinking, right? He's like, man, this feel good to get Froze up here and we talking our ish again. You know what I'm saying? It feel good to get Froze on the live and he pulling up and we bidding and the vibes is vibing. You know what I'm saying? He started to see twinkles in his eyes, starting to get that feel again. He like, man, that shit was a whole lot of fun. I wonder if should we bring back the show? What a question. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, Rosenberg and Eazy had a show for a short period of time, but within that short window of trial and exposure, Rosenberg Raw really found his true calling, which is the ability to blog and podcast and speak. And that was something that I told him for a long time. When I first met him, I felt like he had the gift of gab, and I felt like he was a very colorful speaker, and I felt like he was super dope. So Eazy, again, feeling the vibes is vibing, feeling like, we can do this again. This might be a thing. This, you know what I'm saying? I might not be battling as much as I want to next year, or I might be way more selective next year, and I like battle rap kind of like you know what I'm saying? I want to get into the podcasting thing. Should we bring back the show? Let me show you. He said it. I just want to show the people. Hold on. Hit the likes. And I'm not mad at that for asking the question, though. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with throwing a little bait, talking to an old girlfriend every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Seeing if you still got it. You might have seen her at the bar. You might have seen her at the club, you know what I'm saying, New Year's Eve, and y'all just kind of walk by each other and y'all lock eyes and you feel that feeling. You like, oh man, I remember when you start daydreaming in real time. So he asks the question, should we bring this back? There was a response, people. There was a response. And I don't know if it was the response that most people thought it was going to be. But we going to watch the response. Shout out to Froze. Make sure y'all subscribe to him and Frozen Bros channel too. You know what I'm saying? They doing big things over there. This was the response from one Rosenberg Raw.
You and me should host the battles together. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that's you, dog. Come on. Tell me you don't want to host with me. I mean, you'll have everybody looking up to you. Everybody know who you are.
Yeah, but I think I kind of need to just do my own thing, man.
And there it is. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I think he 100% correct. I think he 100% correct. Once you get, especially Rosenberg Raw, you know what I'm saying? He had the unfortunate circumstance of being laid off from his job right before the holiday season started, really, right around Christmas time, which, you know what I'm saying, that's always going to be financially tough on a household, especially one as big as Rosenberg Raw. He has a big family. But once you take off the logo of another company that at the end of the day you saw how they treated you, you put in hard work, you put your time in, you saw their ability to just drop you just because they wanted to, and you become an independent contractor, it's hard going back into the workforce again, brother. I ain't gonna lie. Like, collaboration is difficult. First of all, my first question would be, what you gonna do with bros? We're not gonna leave little brother out there. Is that big brother? I don't know which one is older. But we're not gonna leave bros out in the streets and have him, like, no, we're not gonna do that, especially because what we're building over here is organic. It's something that I can control. I'm the boss over here. If I want to shoot, I can shoot. If I want to go live and record, I can go live and record. So I think what I would like to see from them, because they do have a phenomenal chemistry together, maybe, you know what I'm saying, maybe like a weekly show where they, you know what I'm saying, maybe they pop in on the other person's channel, do some collaboration in that aspect. But again, once you go independent and once you find you create your own following and you want your own. Everybody want to be able to make $1 and keep that whole dollar that you make. You don't want to have to split it in half or then split it into a third because you have all these different seats at the table. You're trying to keep as much money as you possibly can. And I also think it's a lot that comes with collaborating with Eazy. We ain't gonna act like that ain't a thing. You probably come op number 2 in battle rap if you say, oh yeah, me and Eazy about to do a weekly sit down. Now the numbers gonna be jumping, but all that stress, all that drama, all the bullshit that's gonna come with it, you can keep all of that respectfully. So like my dog Chris said most independent contractors should do more promoting. He said Chris says it should have been E versus Z versus Cass. Oh my goodness. But salute to everybody, like I said, pulling up. But end of the day, Fro says no, and I do agree with him. I think him and his brother doing well off by himself. I think he's gonna find great success in podcasting and in streaming. And I think, again, it was good. Him and Eazy is good for what it was. They're good for a couple laughs and they're good for a jokey joke. But at the end of the day, can't nobody have me like I had me. You had me, and we just stopped doing the show. So no, I'm cool. I don't want to work on that type of time. But salute to Eazy, salute to Froze. Definitely excited to see what both of them going to do in 2026. Last but not least, a Verb. Boy, where you been? Boy, where you been? Verb. You already know how I feel. First of all, you from the town of from St. Louis. I'm from St. Louis. We ain't even got to talk about that. I appreciate all the interviews, you know what I'm saying, and the support that you used to give me. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it, though. It's all love, all respect. However, sir, why don't you just get to the motherfucking raps? Why you got the city looking crazy like this? This is the Show Me State. We are from the Show Me State. He got us running some random alleyway with somebody with a St. Louis Cardinal cap on. After or not, I don't like it. I don't feel good about it. As an A-Verb fan, I don't like it. I don't feel good about it. Every time I look up on X and you like, I'm shout out Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? I know she getting her YouTube channel going up, so subscribe to her. She doing these Verb interviews where you're going crazy or you're talking crazy, and you talking about what you gonna do and what you have done. Jay Mills is on your heels right now. He ain't got a rap. He got the visuals. Him visually doing that makes this 1-0. You got a rap. You got albums. You fire. You got a rap. If people haven't, look, let me go to my Apple Music real quick, man. I don't know, because I know I got some Verb on my shit. I got Crawford. I got the Crawford album on mine. Oh, I definitely got If I Had a Heart in 2020. I got that album. I got Blitz. I got all 3 albums. I didn't know Passwords and Verb was on Apple Music. Okay, that's new. You fire though. You fire. But this not St. Louis. What you doing right now is not St. Louis. Don't tell us you about to shoot him. Why we gotta get punched first? He already punched us with the video. Why we need the lyrics to follow up? He already threw the right hook. Don't let him hit you with the uppercut. Don't let him hit you with the overhand right. The overhand right is coming. He jabs you with the left. The overhand right is coming. Why not just step to the side and lay this nigga down? That's all we want to see. Lay him down. But until then, Jay Mills got us looking crazy. Until then, we got to sit on our hands and wait for Verb to do something. Cross the street. Take off the Cardinals cap. Take off the jean jacket. Let's go behind back and let's catch this fade for the city. Catch the fade for your supporters. Like shit. We talking about raps. Ain't nobody gonna get killed, smack. We know this. You got a rap. Shout out to my guy Polo, man. You know what I'm saying? Polo World been going crazy in 2025. You know what I'm saying? He dropped the video. So I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying, show him some love. Look at this, man. Look how the city looking, man. Do we not care? Do we not care?
You keep running. You are now
listening. K Walker, look, he got your mother effing dunks on, man. He got the black and white dunks on. These shits was everywhere. That's you're running. He's running in dunks. He don't care about us. He trashing. I don't like it. I don't like it.
You keep running. You keep running. You are now listening to the sounds of
why? The man got the dreads in the ugly face. He got the locks in the ugly face. He don't even got your locks back in a ponytail. What is this? The jean coat is oversized. What is this? Rap with this, man. That's all I want to say. That's all I had to say about that. You know what I'm saying? Just rap. It's time to rap, man. F them spaces. I go in there thinking you about to drop a visual. Show us a link. Tell us the song dropping it. Like, come on, something. Shit getting frustrating. Now you into it with Mickey Facts. Now y'all going back and forth. Like, God damn, we just want to hear you rap, Verb. You not battle rapping. You ain't battle rapping. You can get on. We know you can lay a track now and can rap well. That's all we want to see is the raps, man. Why we can't hear the raps? Why we can't hear the raps? Y'all let me know what y'all think about all that. Again, shout out to each and every one of y'all that pulled up. Like I said, I do have timestamps I'm trying to do better in 2026, going into 2026. I will do timestamps. You're gonna see the thumbnail. I upload the thumbnail. Hey, look, everybody in the chat on X, everybody in the chat on YouTube and on Twitch. My long-awaited temperature check crew neck drops for the winter are finally up in hand. I have them now. I will be posting them in the community post today. They are $35 flat fee, but you do got to add $7 for the shipping. Anything over $7 shipping, I got y'all personally. I'll cover that myself. Anything over $7, but it's $35 for the crew necks. You got the quarter logo on the front left. You got the big logo on the back. I got them in 2 colorways. I really should just go show these joints. Hold on. Matter of fact, they only upstairs. I'll go do it real quick. Y'all been so good to me. Why not? Y'all been so good to me. Why not? Y'all been so good to me. Y'all been so good to me. I got y'all. All right. I got y'all. Appreciate y'all hanging out for a couple minutes while I went and go and get these. So pictures will be up on my Twitter today. It'll be pinned up on my Twitter. They'll be in a community post on my YouTube. But this is the gold one. You know what I'm saying? And if you are a Steelers fan, because my sister was a Steelers fan, and we play y'all bum ass niggas this week. You know what I'm saying? I'm a diehard Ravens fan. If you are a Steelers fan and you can prove to me you are a Steelers fan by like showing me a picture in a Steelers jersey, I'll take $5 off. But just for this week alone. So this is the gold one, $35. And then this is the one I actually wore this last night. I should have took some pictures. I don't know why I grabbed this big ass joint. But this is the burgundy one. Now, this is the 2X, so I don't know why I grabbed the 2X. But I got sizes ranging from small all the way up to 3X. So I will be posting these. Like I said, I'll be posting the pictures today on my X. I'll be posting them on my YouTube community. I appreciate each and every one of y'all pulling up. 2026, I'm about to be working. 2026. My goal for 2026 is to have that same hunger that I had in like 2022 when I was like blogs was going out damn near every day. You know what I'm saying? Doing interviews every week. No, we about to get back into that bag. It looked like battle rap wants to get back into actual artistry of battle rap. Y'all done with the smut. Y'all done with the drama and all the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all done y'all background checks. At least for now, right? And it sounds like y'all trying to get back to the artistry of battle rapping. So if y'all ready to do that, and even if y'all not, I'm about to just give y'all content, all types of content. You're gonna be able to send your mama to my channel, your son to my channel. You're gonna be able to send your girlfriend to my channel. You're gonna be able to send your cousin to my channel, your mailman, your teacher, whoever. Like this channel is really about to take off. From a standpoint of I'm not sparing nobody's feelings when it comes to this battle rap shit no more. I'm not sparing none of my thoughts when it comes to different things that I just have an opinion on. So if it might be entertainment, it might be sports. But whatever it is, you definitely gonna hear from me in 2026. And I'm gonna be more active on my social media, back to posting, showing clips on my Instagram and my TikTok. I'm working on getting my TikTok up this year. I'm gonna get back to it on X as well. So I'm about to be working. I'm about to be like, my son is doing good, my kids is good. Now it's time to go get this money. And get this money is what I know how to do best. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Happy New Year's Eve. Please be safe. We'll be right back at it. Maybe even a day if me and my homie can link for the sports show. If not, we will be doing a sports show tomorrow. We will be getting dead ass talk. I'm about to put my foot in his ass because, again, we're going right to the top in 2026, man. I want y'all to be along for the ride, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. This is Temperature Check. I am your host as always, man. Mr. Check the Temperature. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And you know the motto. We ain't just getting started. We've been here. Appreciate y'all.